This is the most important video I've ever made. If you don't want to watch me, don't watch me, don't listen to me. But this is for a 10-year-old girl and her mom who's Wonder Woman. They just need a little bit of help. Please just watch the video through to the end. It will help a little bit. I have a YouTube channel where I talk about Newfoundland, as you may already know if you've seen any of my other videos. Recently, I've been really focused on just talking about different places around Newfoundland, just talking about different towns, exploring, and I love doing that, so I'm going to continue doing that. But I also have tons of videos on this channel talking about Newfoundlanders, the people of Newfoundland. I want to introduce you today to two of the most amazing Newfoundlanders that I can think of. I'm not going to focus on any of the negatives. I want to keep this video as positive as I can because it is a positive video. But I want to share a little snippet from an interview that these two folks did with Here and Now about a year ago.
We have a real problem, and there has to be a solution.
Lindsay Chafe's 8-year-old daughter was dismissed from an after-school daycare program almost 3 years ago because she couldn't get an inclusion worker. Caci Ebseri has a physical disability called arthrogryposis, and she uses a wheelchair.
So Casey's affected in her lower extremities, her upper extremities, so she's not walking right now. She doesn't have very much bend in her legs, so it affects her bones and her muscles.
Chafe says when Caci was dismissed after 3 years of attending the daycare, she was left to scramble, and for Caci it meant a loss of socialization.
What did it feel like when you couldn't go back?
Sad.
It was sad.
But it's not just daycare. Chafe says inaccessibility is a widespread problem, and she hasn't been able to find any after-school programs since, or summer camps either.
At some point, you get sick of fighting for basic human rights that everybody else gets. It's exhausting at this point because you feel like you're getting somewhere and you feel like you find a bit of a solution, but then all of a sudden it's a wall, and every time that you feel you get somewhere, you find a wall.
They deserve to get to that point where they can just relax even a little bit. And to be perfectly honest, I don't know if it's ever going to be easy for them, but I hope that one day it gets easy enough that they can just relax, press pause on all the hard work that they have to do all the time, and just look back on everything they do and say, wow, how the frig did I do that, right? Lindsay is my cousin. She grew up literally like a 4-minute walk around the block from my house. Her mom is my mom's sister closest in age. My godmother, her father passed away, but he was my godfather. Like, we're very close. Caci, technically then, is my cousin as well, my second cousin, but I think of her as my niece. Caci was born with arthrogryposis. It affects her muscles and her joints, makes it pretty difficult to get around independently. She does get around in a wheelchair primarily, and as you may imagine, in an old, hilly city like St. John's, that presents however many challenges you can think of. Caci's a very happy young girl. She has her brother Corbin, who helps a lot, and her mother is a force of absolute nature. So whenever there's something that needs to get done, they get it done. But it's just such a sin that everything has to be such a chore, so difficult, wall after wall, as Lindsay said in that short Here and Now interview. So why am I telling you about Lindsay and Caci today? Specifically, they are raising funds to purchase an accessible van. And there are two things that I wanted to tell you about in case you wanted to help, if you're so inclined. And I promise that if you do have any kind of desire to help, it can be very, very easy to do so. So two things. First thing, it's a little bit time sensitive, so I'll start with that. There is a GoFundMe campaign active right now. I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video, and you can go and check that if you wanted to throw $2, $10, whatever you want. It would be helpful and would be appreciated. And I'm going to leave that link on the video until I know the campaign is definitely done, because I don't know what the plan is, how long they're hoping to keep that running for. So I'm recording this in May 2024. If you see this video in 2026, go check the description, see if that link is still there. I promise you that if you donate to Lindsay and Caci, the money's going somewhere good. You may not know me from anybody. If you have any doubts, don't send any money on GoFundMe. It's up to you. But I'm going to leave that link there until I know that the campaign is over. Related to that point is the second topic. So even if they are able to raise all of the funds for the van or the down payment of the van, because the goal is not going to cover the cost of the van, I'm pretty sure. But even if they reach their goal, even if they get their van, there's still going to be challenges into the future, and financial help will always be welcomed, I'm sure, by Lindsay and Caci. So this video, as I said, I'm recording it in May 2024. I'm going to keep this up forever. Like, I'm not going to take this down, even if they do reach the goal of getting the money for that van. Reason for that is simple. Like, my YouTube channel is monetized. I don't make a ton of money from the channel, but there are more than a few videos where I made more than a few dollars over the past 9-10 months since I crossed that monetization threshold. So every penny of revenue that comes through from the views of this video onto perpetuity, or however you're supposed to say that, every penny goes to Lindsay and Caci. If I make any updates on this video, if I'm talking about Lindsay and Caci, any of those videos, all the money will go to you guys. I don't know if just saying that publicly like this on YouTube makes that statement legally binding, but Lindsay, if you see that this video actually somehow does take off and you don't hear from me, just clip that statement, bring it to Mom, and you know she'll straighten me out, okay? But I also don't want to get your hopes up. I don't want you to get excited yet, because I don't have even 4,000 subscribers on my channel. The highest grossing video that I have on my channel, I made a little over $600 over about 6 months with one video. I mean, I'm not trying to change everything, but if I can earn a little bit of money through this video, through the help of all of you lovely viewers out there, I'm hoping that can help. You're still going to get some money from this. And if nothing happens, you probably still end up with like at least a $20 Tim's card at Christmas time, courtesy of my YouTube ad revenue. So, you know, there's that too. So for everybody watching this right now, really important, like I ask sometimes through like the little graphic, the like and subscribe graphic that you might see in some of my videos. Sometimes I actually verbalize, if you would be so kind to, or if you would consider subscribing to my channel, blah, blah, blah. Sure, like I'll always appreciate subscribers. Likes actually do help a little bit to spread the video out, so please do. But if you don't like the fact that I'm asking you to help on this, or you know, asking you for I'm not asking you for money, but you want to unsubscribe from my channel, irrelevant for me right now. What's most important for me is that we do something to help Lindsay and Caci in this goal of first and foremost getting the funds for that van. When you don't have money to donate, but you still sort of want to help, just watch this video through to the end. The YouTube guidance says that the longer you watch a video, the greater chance for the revenue of that video to go up. You can come back and watch the video again, you know, periodically. I don't think you can't just put it on repeat 10 times in a day. That won't do anything, but you can come back and rewatch the video. If you do, please do watch it through to the end again. And if you don't want to watch me, don't watch me, don't listen to me. But this is for a 10-year-old girl and her mom, who is Wonder Woman. They just need a little bit of help. Please just watch the video through to the end. It will help a little bit. Now, those are a couple of things that you can do that don't cost you a cent, that don't really take much effort at all, and it's relatively easy to do. There's also that super thanks button somewhere down on the bottom here that is kind of like a YouTube tip jar. That is revenue that would come in from this channel, and every penny of that will go towards Lindsay and Caci as well. So you have that option in addition to the GoFundMe, or to just simply watching the videos. And I don't know if you have any other ideas for fundraising for a situation like this, feel free to share that in the comments. If you are some kind of corporate entity and you see this and you feel like you want to help, reach out. I'll get you in touch with Lindsay, and maybe something big can happen. I don't know. I don't care. I just want to try to help this family in some way, right? They're close family to me, and they deserve some kind of a break. Newfoundlanders are very helpful. We help people. We help each other. We're known for that. Let's help Lindsay and Caci. They really deserve a break.